Okay, looking at this very diagram, what we can see is that this very diagram depicts a situation when a firm is enjoying super normal profit. How do we know that? It is just by looking at a diagram. This is the equilibrium point, and this area, it is the profit per unit of the firm. And if we multiply this profit per unit multiply by the output, what we get is we get this total area, that is ECDP, which is the total profit enjoyed by this particular firm. Therefore, such a situation did shows that this firm is in equilibrium, and as such it is enjoying supernormal profit. Now let's have a look at another case. Looking at the second diagram, okay, we also have the two axes, the OX, the OY, okay, the OX representing output, the OY as usual representing the price. Further, what we can see is that in a diagram we have this this line P, this line over here, this line, it is parallel towards the OX axis, and this line, it is the marginal revenue curve, and yes, it is a curve which did coincides with the average revenue curve. Further, we can also see that there are also two other curves. We also can see that there is the cost curve. We also see that there is also an MC cost curve. Let us first search for the point of equilibrium. Is there any point over here, by looking at a diagram, that we can consider a point of equilibrium? If we look at point E, okay, at point E, what I can say is that the MR curve is equal to the MC curve. Because why? This curve cuts this curve at the point E, which means at point E, MC equal MR. Further, again, look at point E. If we look at point E, MC did cuts the MR from below. This is the MR curve. This is the MC curve. And this MC curve, it did cuts this MR curve from below, reaching a point and then rise upwards. Therefore, the point E is the point of equilibrium because it did satisfy the important conditions for a firm to be in equilibrium, that is the equality of MC and MR, as well as the MC curve cut the MR curve from below. Again, like what we did earlier, from the point of equality between the two curves, we drop perpendicular downwards towards the output axis OX. And after dropping the perpendicular downwards, we get OQ as the output. And this shows that the firm is producing OQ as an output and charge OP as a price. So output is equal to OQ. The price or the AR is equal to OP. Let's have a look. How much is the AC? Producing this much as the output, charging this much as a price. Let's have a look at how much is the average cost. This is the average cost curve. It did touch the equilibrium point at point E, which indicates EQ is the average cost. Okay, now let's find out how much is the average revenue. Again, producing OQ as output and charging OP as the price. What we can see is that the AR, which like what I've been telling you written earlier, The AR, it is the same as the price, which means AR, it's OP or QE or EQ. Okay, AR is either OP or EQ. So looking at this figure diagram, does it indicates? It indicates that if a firm produce this much output and produce and charge OP as a price, his AC is EQ is this much. This much is his AC. Not only his AC, if you look at his AR, which is also the price, his AR also is EQ, which means at the point of equilibrium, at OQ output and OP price, AC equal AR. That means in this particular situation, the firm does not, there's neither loss nor profit. Okay, so this particular situation, it did states that this particular firm is enjoying only normal profit. Okay, so we'll stop here for today. Let's see in the next class. So thank you.